As adults, we often turn to our children to remind us of our youth. But what happens when our children can no longer be kids?
What happens when the times they should have spent playing hide and seek were spent watching the outside world
From the box
inside their living room?
What if the only exercise they got was walking on concrete to school days they barely remember?
And coming home to a place where playtime just isn't on the priority list.
Not when mom's working 3 jobs to make ends meet. Our children are growing up too fast.
Too many of them are losing their childhoods.
Too many of them are being asked to give up on their belief
In magic and their imaginations. To give up on a part of themselves that needs a place to be free.
And that is why we must reconnect our children to their childhoods, to use the lessons we've learned as adults to help kids stay young while they still can.
To remember that not every child has a 250-acre backyard
With a no child left inside philosophy,
where kids can be kids.
but at Pretty Lake Camp, we can all have that dream.
Where concrete takes a backseat to nature.
And nature is more than just a few trees and a patch of lawn,
It is a lake as beautiful as the name it was given, with a library in the woods.
and a farm full of animals that some kids have never heard of.
This place started in 1916 as one man's dream.
Before there was even such a thing called bubblegum, and its taste has lasted longer. Pretty Lake has become a legacy that has outlived every world war and the Depression.
A legacy that has left behind a trail of pretty memories in thousands of children who are now the adults who dream of coming back
To let kids be kids again, especially those families who can barely find the time to walk their children to school, let alone find the money to send them away to camp. Pretty Lake lets kids be kids again for free.
The only thing it costs is time, because it is the generosity of this community that gives children a way to rediscover what it means to be young.
And all they need to bring is their heart, their energy, and the clothes they have upon their backs. Everything else comes included, especially the love.
Because even a free toothbrush can mean the world to a child who has never been shown how to smile before.
Pretty Lake is more than a pretty picture in a magazine through the eyes of a child. It is the promise of a better day.
The reminder that they are not alone.
And that no matter what their lives may be like back home, they will always have the memory of coming here.
Conquering their fear of water.
Seeing lifesaver peppermints spark in the dark for the first time.
And having their childhood given back to them by the grown-ups who will remember what it was like
to be kids again. Just ask one of the tens of thousands of campers, and they will tell you stories with tears in their eyes of how every moment they had here stayed with them.
and how even a father became a better man because he was first given the chance to be a boy.
It is you who can let a child be free to explore the world the way they should, through their own eyes,
In their own hands.
with their own hearts, so that one day they can find their own words to say, thank you, Pretty Lake.
Thank you for the memories,
The mentors,
and the friends.
and thank you for giving so many children back their childhoods.
Thank you for donating.
I love Pretty Lake. It's so fun. Like, you get to do everything. It's like they have like 1,000,000 acres. It's my first time, and I absolutely positively love it.
Thank you for giving childhood a chance.
One might say, why Pretty Lake? There's so many great and wonderful organizations in our community that are serving the citizens. Well, I would say this. For almost 100 years, we have been around. We've been doing this great work. Children have become successful. I'm somewhat of an example of that. And I think that if we continue for the next 100 years, you'll see how these young people get involved in our community. You'll see how they will impact the lives of all the citizens. And I ask you to join us on the journey.
The smiles that I see on the kids' faces, the laughs that you hear from the kids, the ability to be out here having fun with nothing else to worry about for that time that they're here. And we give that to the children of this community. And to do that, we need the funds to help support this project. And that's where this campaign is very important.
This facility has been as beautiful as it is now
for all these years, and it's amazing that it's gone through wars, it's gone through the Depression, and it's remained a peaceful, beautiful place for people to come to, and I hope the community comes out and enjoys it as well. And that's another interesting thing about this campaign. It's for the adults and the community and families as well to come and enjoy this. It isn't just for the children. It's for more of our community. We're trying to expand it so that it can be for everybody to enjoy.
I think if the community would come out here and the community would see what we see, they would see how amazing this place is and why we want more kids to be able to participate out here. To get them off the streets, to give them some direction, to show people that they're cared for and that they're loved, to show them things that they may not otherwise be able to see or do, to swim, to touch a lake, to see butterflies, to walk a trail. To do things that you don't see every day if you're sitting in your house, if you're sitting in a neighborhood. This is nature and its beauty.
That's what this place is all about, 95 years of often being the first for children in our community. And with this pretty amazing campaign that we are going to really drive to success with your help, with the help of the citizens of this community, you will see that we will continue to make firsts. The facilities that we will build, the challenges that we will create for young people, because we know they need to be challenged. That's what we're going to do. That's what this campaign is all about. So we're looking forward to everyone being on this journey with us.